pretty interesting story here about, well, it's interesting, but it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest with you. Investigators on Monday worked to determine why a 45-year-old painter busted into a North Carolina nursing home on a horrific shooting rampage, killed 8, several others injured. One possible clue is the gunman's estranged wife works at the Pine Lake Health and Rehab, where authorities say Robert Stewart shot and killed 7 residents, most in their late 80s, and a nurse who cared for them. Wait a minute. This says 8 dead, and he shot 7, so one of them had to have had a heart attack during the shooting.
He killed the nurse. He killed the nurse, too.
Oh, 7 residents? Oh, and 1 nurse. Okay. Most in their late 80s, and the nurse who cared. See, I don't read all the way. I'm that kid. I answered the question before I read all the choices. I'm sorry. The authorities said they're certainly looking into the fact that it might be domestic related, and that was Keith McKenzie, the Carthage police chief. Does it really matter that he shot up a nursing home?
I mean, have you ever been in a nursing home? All those people are just waiting to die. And I mean, I'm sure this guy was just a godsend for them, just put them out of their misery.
It's depressing as hell in a nursing home.
90% are just waiting to die. There is that 10% though that still hold on, and their kids are still lying to them. I'm coming home tomorrow.
I'm gonna be back soon, baby. Oh. Kidding though, but
really,
Mark Burnett, the neighbor of this guy with the Grizzly Adams, said that
he's a revolting blob, dude.
Said that this is a horrible tragedy, and this is something that's just unthinkable and unimaginable, and he has no idea what this lady's going through. I do. No, I don't.
I mean, this Mark Burnett is only his neighbor. It took his neighbor to say this is a horrible tragedy. It's a horrible tragedy regardless of where you live in relation to this Stewart guy.
There's also numerous phone calls and knocks on the door that were unanswered by his estranged ex-wife. So
that whole it's a tragedy thing. That's something that, like, I'm not going to wait for grind my gears because it grinds my gears enough. I'm going to talk about it now.
Everything's a tragedy?
No, like, after 9/11, after that tsunami, after Katrina, there's someone who comes on the news and goes, "This is a horrible tragedy. Thank you. What are you going to do about it?" Like,
I don't. This isn't a tragedy, really.
It's like looking at a rainbow and goes, "There's a lot of colors in that." Anyone can do that.
Roy G. Biv, man.
I'm big into conspiracy theories. Now, do you think this nursing home sent this guy in maybe there are some people who refuse to eat their pudding, like and maybe they're trying to free up some beds?
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I'm big into conspiracy theories. Do you think it's a possibility?
I think that
I hope
there might be alien activity involved in it too.
Oh, here we go. How so?
Okay.
You don't know? You're just guessing?
That's the mystery of the world that I don't understand.
Touche. An ex-wife of Stewart's, previous to this lady who worked in the nursing home, told reporters Sunday she had not had contact with him since they divorced in 2001, but that he had been recently reaching out to family members and this other wife, telling him he had cancer and was preparing for a long trip to, quote, go away. Griffin added she did not know how her ex-husband was connected to the nursing home or why he would shoot people there. So this is amazing to me. I don't see why this is a tragedy, really. I mean, you go in, your 87-year-old grandma got killed by a gunman. Would you rather have that or just sit there in hospice and die for another 2 years?
I mean, this guy just sped things up for about a week. He just doing the inevitable.
I mean, it's not like, okay, yes, it's sad. Death is not good. Death is sad, but it's coming eventually. This kind of, okay, I've always said that I've always wanted to go out saving someone's life, or there's another way that I can't say on the radio because I'll definitely get put away for it because it involves lots of stuff that is not legal or even legal to say, actually.
I've always dreamed about dying, getting shot up when I'm 80 in a nursing home.
Well, then you should go to North Carolina, Pine Lake Ridge Health Club, or whatever it's called.
Hold on, I got to get this bad taste out of my mouth. Just this foul sense of humor out of my mouth. I'm just kidding. This is actually hilarious.
There's, like I said, there's another way. But this guy,
Is he dead?
He's not dead. He did not kill himself.
He didn't do the good I'm going to shoot something up formula.
If you shoot over 5 people, I think the rule is you have to kill yourself afterwards before the police get you. Because, I mean, what's the best that can happen to you after they find you?
ABC puts your manifesto on just to traumatize the parents of who you killed.
Then you get a new house.
What the parents of who he killed?
The kids.
Touche.
This guy's a little wacky anyway. He didn't really follow. Like, who's ever shot up a nursing home before?
Someone in the nursing home, hopefully, at one point.
I mean, I guess-
That's a story.
Yeah.
But Mackenzie, the police chief, said the massacre would have been much worse if not a single shot fired by a decorated police officer, Justin Garner, at age 25, who was Carthage's only police officer on duty at the time of the shooting. Why is he the only officer on
Where's this at?
on North Carolina, Carthage County? Carthage County, sorry.
Davidson was playing in the NIT. I don't know.
Touche. No, they're not actually. Are they? I don't think they were playing on Saturday when this place got shot up. But they say that Justin Garner was the only police officer on duty, and he shot Stewart in the upper torso while the two traded gunfire in a hallway, Sean Connery style. And Garner himself was shot 3 times in the leg before, of course, delivering that amazing blow. Police Chief Mackenzie said, "I can't classify it as anything other than heroic. If that's not heroism, I don't know what is." Oh, I don't know. Saving lives and not just shooting the other person. Eight people afterwards. Like, maybe, I mean, I understand he's the only guy on duty, but maybe if he could have saved a couple lives. I mean, apparently he saved lives by killing this guy, but maybe he just wanted 8, and then he would have just walked out and be like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do anymore. And he would just got in his car and walked away. And not walked away, obviously, he would have drove away. Maybe he just wanted 8 lives.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe his wife cheated on him 8 times.
With those old dudes.
With those old dudes at the nursing home.
no more conspiracy theories. That
No
one's
more?
horrible.
All right. He added, police chief added, whether he realizes it now, he will hopefully realize someday how many lives he has saved or prolonged till the eventual death anyways, if you really think about it. That's pretty sad.
I mean, total, it's probably about 4 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, you saved lives. Congratulations. But the lives of people that are going to eventually die in a couple weeks anyways. I mean, my grandma was a nursing home. Why do I keep calling it a nursing home? A nursing home. She came back. She was one of those. She was one of that 1% or 5% or however percent we said it was. But I know a lot of people who still visit their grandmothers in nursery homes. I'm going to switch it up every time. So this is, like I said, this is not heroism to me. He pretty much put people back into misery after, there's like one guy there, it's like, God, please let him come in my room and just get it over with.
He's right down the hallway. The one guy's like, yes.
No, don't you shoot him in the torso.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
No, he stopped one door short.
Yeah, they try to trip the police officer with their canes.
Don't you do it. But that's just whatever. It's not, I mean, yes, it's heroism, but the only thing that would have been sad is if he shot more hot nurses.